I'm selling pretty well in Barnsdale, Victoria.
Where is Barnsdale?
That's a good question, Tom. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of like Melbourne, and then you go fucking 3 hours east.
Yep.
Like you go past
2 hours east of Melbourne, surely in the ocean.
Nah. What?
No?
You stupid
Melbourne,
fuck.
You're right.
So like, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
it's there, Barnsdale.
Oh, okay. It's on the.
It is
coast.
funny that, like, you know, you're like trying to figure out tour dates and you're just like looking up the Facebook community pages with the highest number of members.
Yeah, working
And
backwards.
you're
from
like, I'm
there.
going to go there. What are you talking about? It's got 30,000 members, mate. 10 posts a day.
I mean, I basically said to them, send me anywhere. Send me fucking the middle of nowhere. Let's see if I can still fucking get some people to turn up. So
Yeah.
Barnsdale will be a good test.
I reckon you're better off in the middle of nowhere, actually. I think there's some sort of like uncanny valley of you're really good in the big cities and you're really good in the middle of nowhere, and it's in the middle you're going to struggle.
What, like Wollongong?
Yeah.
No one wants them in Wollongong.
No.
I sell well because of these community pages. I sell better in like middle of nowhere than major cities.
Love that you're about to say shitholes and alienate your entire fan base.
Yeah.
I know it's shitholes.
You can tell he's got a PR lady now. I mean, you got to stop calling them shitholes. That's actually very important to our marketing strategy.
I'm coming to your local shithole very soon.
I don't. Is it their local shithole or is it just you? I'm coming to you,
The local shithole.
dear shithole resident.
Every Friday night, the residents gather around the local shithole.
Mount Gambier actually has one of those.
It's like Serengeti.
Are you not with me, Mount Gambier? Mount Gambier actually has one.
A local
A big
shithole.
hole.
Full of shit.
It's not. It kind of people chuck stuff in there,
Okay.
like
Now, Mount
bikes and
Gambier.
scooters and stuff. Mount Gambier.
That's a place out of the way, isn't it? Was it like a couple of hours out of Adelaide?
It is 5 hours south of Adelaide,
5 hours.
but also 4 hours west of Melbourne.
okay.
So it's kind of equidistant between Adelaide and Melbourne.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's on my. That's got to be on my list of shitholes to get to.
You simply must. They love you there.
Yeah.
It's like a really backhanded way to talk to someone from a small town. Man, you would love Andrew Hamilton. Place like this, you bloody love it. What is that, a KFC?
Yeah. Well, I am excited to go to like the never-ending series of shitholes in WA.
Coming to a shithole near you.
I'm going to where like Esperance.
That's not a shit. These places are like nice.
Are they?
Like, that's like coastal. Esperance, is that the pink
That's
lake?
Pink Lake Place.
Karatha,
That I don't know. I think that, to me, that's mining.
Port Hedland.
Like when you see a guy in high vis in the Qantas lounge, he's always going to Karatha.
yeah.
Those flights take off whenever. Like there's no like curfew in WA. It's like, oh, you got the 2:45 a.m. to Karatha.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Is that right? There's no curfews.
I swear, I've just seen flights go whenever.
I like
yeah,
that.
okay.
Or maybe come back whenever. Maybe they go, whatever.
In Perth, they're just like, don't worry, they'll be up. they're awake.
Somebody's awake in the CBD, let me tell you that.
Well, yep.
Port
That'll be
Hedland.
fun. Port Hedland.
Port
yeah.
Hedland sounds like a fake place, for sure.
It's. I don't know how many people are there, but we're going to find out real soon.
You reckon it's like, is it more of a port or a headland? I don't know.
Oh, let's split the difference.
Yeah. So yeah, because you're going regional.
Yes. Yeah. I want to get balls deep in regional.
Balls deep
Balls
in a
deep in the
shithole.
Balls deep in shithole.
Going the exact same way with that. Yeah, 100% on the same page.
Happy Pride Month. I'm balls deep in your shithole.
The Hamo Pride Month tour.
Doing anal for pride. You guys doing anal for pride? I'm doing anal for pride. What, you're not an ally? The girl's like, it's not really my... Hey, are you an ally or not?
My office is doing a thing.
Look, you telling me I painted my dick rainbow for nothing? Anal for pride's pretty funny.
I also like painting your dick rainbow. Do you think someone's done that for Mardi Gras? Surely.
Definitely.
Surely.
Yeah.
What, you haven't met him? I've seen it. Think I pulled that from the old imagination? That's a memory. Core memory.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever, like, paraded? Mardi Gras parade?
To what? Like, I'm presuming you don't mean in the parade.
In the parade.
Oh, right. No.
Oh, have I?
Nah.
How have you? You done it?
Have I not told this story?
No.
Oh, when we lived in Redfern, the house next to us was like a queer house.
Okay.
Hammer would call it something different, and probably might.
Dan's house.
I forgot again. Right in the shithole. So yeah, it was like a queer house. Like everyone there was queer. We never really understood like. I don't know if you call it like a halfway house. It was kind of that vibe.
It's a buy house.
Halfway to my house. Yeah. But no, like it was never really explained. Like, but people would live there kind of. There were people who lived there the whole time, and then other people would live there for like a bit.
Right.
Like, it was
What ratio of people in a house need to be queer for it to be a queer house?
100%.
Like,
100% need to be queer.
100%.
what do you mean?
Well,
If
the
you-
house can identify as queer.
no, like if you're in a house with
Only
like
in the back door.
if you've got three,
There it is. I was like, here it is, Tom.
you've got three housemates. You're straight, your mate's straight, and then there's two queers. It's still
That's just the house, Hammer. You actually don't have to change the house's title based on the fact a gay person moved in. Excuse
You're one
me,
of
New
those
South Wales
goddamn-
state government?
Do we qualify for some subsidies? Surely. Well, is that the ABC?
I'm gonna goddamn.
That's so funny. Hammer's like, do you need to tell anyone?
I think if it's majority queer, it's a queer house. Do you think 3 to 1?
3 to 1.
You know, one straight guy, 3 gays?
Well, look, this was like, I don't know. It seemed like much more. It wasn't just the fact that gay people were living there. It seemed like this was somewhat attached to some kind of gay organization, and therefore that's why they lived in the house.
What do you mean?
I can't explain it better than that.
But what kind of gay organization could be attached to this house?
I don't know. I'll explain it. I hate that I'm using this verb. I'm trying to backhand the reveal.
Yep.
Thank you. So
Backhand?
just. Yep, you got it. It's amazing how your ears work. But yeah, so like it was just that's what it was. And so Mardi Gras was coming
Queer
up.
house.
Queer house. And so Mardi Gras was coming up, and they were like, "Hey, we've got a float in the parade. Would you guys like to be a part of it?" And we're like, "Oh, like none of us is gay." And they're like, "That doesn't matter. You can get involved." It's like, "Yeah, sick. That'd be awesome. Like, biggest part of the year, right?" And so then they're like, "This is the theme." I think it was like nudity, like top or bottom half naked, or you could cross dress, or it was gold.
But one of those is mandatory.
Yes, you have to do one
Okay.
to be like a part of it, to look the part.
And
It's really covering a lot of bases there, isn't it?
Well, 3.
Yeah, it's like cock out, nipples out, or you can be just gold.
what was the middle one?
Top half or bottom half?
And there was the middle one.
Cross dress.
Cross dress. Okay.
Yeah,
And was top half? Was top half open to men as well?
absolutely.
Yeah. Right. It's a much.
I don't know if you know this, Tom. Like the queer community, pretty open to stuff.
Yeah.
What are you, a guy? Put that fucking shirt on. Get those nipples away.
No, but I don't think that counts. I think if you're going to go guy top off, then you also need to wear gold or a bra.
Oh,
I just think it's not enough of a commitment compared to for a woman to go top half, bottom half. Either of those, you're making a real commitment to the gays.
that's true.
Yeah, if I just take my shirt off,
Like making an
Half of
offering,
them in particular.
standing on top of the gayest volcano.
You come to me on the day of my 2 sons' wedding.
if all you have to do is take your shirt off as a dude, you're phoning it in a little bit for a Mardi Gras, I think.
Yeah.
Well, all right, all of us cross dressed.
Good, great.
Yeah, fuck, we're doing our bit.
You could have
How-
gone gold.
It's not really my color.
Okay, or cock out.
CO.
How much of what kind of girl were you dressed as?
Man, I was a terrifying woman.
Yeah?
I'll find there's a photo somewhere. Because I basically had like a black, like quite tight dress.
Yep.
And then I had silver long hair, but I had the moustache.
You sure? Yeah.
Yeah. And it was it wasn't good.
No.
Had some lippy on.
Yeah.
I tried to spruce myself up a little bit.
That's good of you.
But
You
I
got
made a
great legs
terrifying
though.
woman.
I reckon in a
That's
skirt
nice.
you look pretty good.
You shave him?
No. I was a hairy chick.
Yeah. Which is fine now.
Yeah, dude, it's fine then. That's what I've heard. But yeah, so we did that, and then like we're all kind of pumped because like we've gone shopping that day.
And when I just touched hands, and I pulled back immediately. Happy Pride Month, everybody!
All right, guys, get your cocks out.
Be better than me. And sorry, in your house, all dudes,
No,
Okay.
4 dudes, 1 lady.
and was the lady cross dressed
Lady was also cross dressing.
in one of your tracksuits?
Not in one of my tracksuits. This is pre-tracksuit. This
Okay.
is PT.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh.
A different time. But yeah, so we're all excited for this big party. We've got dressed, like, we're all feeling a bit self-conscious because I don't know if you know, like women's clothes, not a lot left for the imagination.
Yeah.
Like as a felly, like Jesus Christ, I should work out or something.
Can I ask about
a lot of action?
the footwear? You healing it up?
I didn't I would have to buy shoes, and like, there's not. I don't think you could like kind of thrift like girls' shoes like size 12. Or would it be women's size 12 or something? That'd be tough.
Okay, so what were you rocking down there?
I think I was just wearing Vans or something. Yeah, it wasn't great. Look,
Now,
we
with those
did our
pins-
best at short notice. We weren't winning any prizes for best dressed.
Well, those pins, you should have been wearing heels, brother. Show them off. Show off those calves.
I don't know how to take this. Hammer's being nice to me, but if I dressed as a lady,
Yeah.
A sexy lady.
yeah. So
I don't like this.
Tom, protect me. That's a nice fabric. Anyway, for anyone on the
Gee, it is a really queer cabin. That's a nice fabric. We're touching hands. Hammer thinks you're a sexy lady. Happy Pride Month.
look, I just touched Tom's leg as a bit of a bit, and it felt good.
Yeah.
Wool.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're all a bit self-conscious. We're all ready to party.
Yeah.
Because like it's our first like Mardi Gras as part of the parade. There's like a whole kind of pre-thing where like everyone gets drunk there, and then there's like the thing, and then you go to the big party at the end.
So wait, are we still pre-float at this point?
We're still pre-float.
And is there any kind of choreography? You got to learn anything? Yeah.
There is choreography, but they tell us that last minute. The thing that we learned just before that, they're like, meet us in the city at 6, and we're like, yep, sounds great. And then they were like, oh, by the way, our float is for recovering drug and alcohol addicts. So
Well,
please don't drink or take drugs.
that rules out
on
my
Mardi
question.
Gras.
I was going to ask how many drugs you're already on at this point. You had to be discreet, at least.
That's great. I didn't realize keys were part of the choreography. But yeah, so like we're all like, ugh. But then you want to be respectful, obviously.
That's so funny to leave that to the very last minute.
Man.
They're not going to want to know this. for
Last minute reveal. Like, is it like we're in the city? Like, we're like, which bar should we go to pregame this thing? And they're like, yeah, by the way,
sure. Yeah.
recovering addicts float.
Possibly the worst float to be. You're like, is there any room on the AIDS float?
Maybe by the end of the parade. Yeah, maybe leave that one in. We'll see. Yeah. So anyway, so that was the Mardi Gras experience. We were like stone sober, dancing behind the float. We weren't like on the float, we were behind, like doing this like choreography. And let me tell you, dancing like all the way up Oxford Street also significantly more tiring if you're sober.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you're drunk, you got a bit of that going.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my Mardi Gras experience.
And are you dancing again? Is it choreography or is it just freestyle? Just
No,
go for it?
choreography.
Okay.
It was. I don't remember the dance.
And is it just the same thing over and over and over?
Over
again?
and over.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just keep going. There was like a twirl at some point. I remember because I had my phone in my tits, like because it was like kind of like a tight top thing. Then at some point, it fell out and the screen smashed, just like absolutely shattered. And I was like, yeah, God doesn't like him, hey. Like, he really seemed to be taking it out on me that day.
I bet you had a real nice twirl on you too.
Oh, it was good, yeah. that one I'm fine with. But yeah, that was the Mardi Gras experience. Then I remember, because this is like before Mary and I were together, I went to like a girl's house, like after.
Wow.
Because she was like, oh yeah, come over if you can or whatever. And I turned
She at
up.
Mardi Gras?
No.
So she didn't know
No.
who was turning up.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I turned up.
Danielle.
Yeah.
that
You know,
go?
with
She
the
do
wig
it?
on. No.
Oh.
She was like, oh. And I'm like, we're gonna take it all off.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, okay. And I was like, for real? And she's like, I guess.
yeah.
I guess it's fine.
Yep.
Keep it on. Wasn't her vibe?
No, she wasn't into it, which I found interesting. I mean, I get it, but like, it was just funny. I'm just like, but it's just fun. We're about to get naked. The wig's staying on.
Had she been out or had she been home the whole time?
I think she'd been out, but like quiet night. But fuck, not as quiet as mine.
Yeah. Okay.
I was literally goddamn
Recovering.
sober. Yeah. It's been 3 hours.
Yeah. So is this what you meant by halfway house? Was this some kind of queer recovery?
I guess.
Program?
Like, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
that's like maybe the guy was like kind of supervising and the other ones that would come in and out were just there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met someone who was gay and didn't do drugs.
Wow.
I met someone who didn't do drugs who I called gay.
Right after. Like, so
Immediately.
close. I'd almost call it sequential. That was the next move in the dance. But yeah. Hamo, thank you for your insight. Really good stuff.
You're welcome.
How do you
the
feel
Flog
about
Cabin's own color commentator.
it's kind of a thing. I think the queer community get quite frustrated when straight people take places on floats. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Like it's very hard to get on a float for Mardi Gras, and a lot of gay people would love to be involved, and then you rock up with your. I guess that's why I think you need to dress as a woman. If it was just tops off, it's not enough.
Wait, you just think I'm just rocking up like normal?
Yeah,
It's like who's this guy's dad?
First of all,
Kylie Minogue?
wouldn't call it normal.
Do they care?
In
I've
my-
heard this. Yeah,
my regular outfit. I mean, look, but life isn't fair.
no.
Like I went to the Taylor Swift concert late because we're recording this podcast, you know, past people outside who really wanted to get in.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, this is how it works sometimes. But I mean, we were invited, like we didn't ask.
Yeah.
And I saw a bunch of friends like in the kind of pre-party thing, and most of them weren't queer.
As long as you're bringing the right vibes to it, I don't think people really care.
Yeah,
Okay.
surely, like a bit of inclusivity. Never hurt anybody, Tom.
Just including more straight people.
Yeah. When's our time? When's our month?
We have 11.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, great.
But I thought we gave black people one. So we got 10.
We don't really have that here, do we?
Nah, it's more state. February?
Like- What is it?
I think it's February.
What is February here?
No, it's in like February is the American one.
Black History.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because I remember Bill Burr had that great joke. It's just like
The shortest month.
shortest month. Like
Yeah.
after everything, people get all of June. The summer,
Yeah.
shortest winter month. You give black people that for everything they did. And I'm like, yeah, good bit. Good bit. How do we get to Mardi Gras?
Was it how we brought up Pride Month and talking about shitholes?
Yeah.
Very respectfully is how we got there. With great taste and
Dude,
huge respect.
Just a few allies in the goddamn cabin. I reckon.
Yeah. So I flogged you two in the sandwich draft. Let's talk about that. Should we get into that?
I mean,
Well,
I've been
I'm-
like upset all day.
I was closer in percentage votes to you, Tom, than Dan was to me.
You definitely closed the gap overnight, which I was worried about. I dreamt about two things last night. One of them was that the polls turned and I lost the sandwich draft. Number two was I forgot to write a pilot ad. And
That's what you're dreaming about, you loser.
yeah, I know. Isn't that?
Tom's dream journal, more of a spreadsheet.
What a lame.
More of a to-do list.
I can happily say I've never dreamed about work I need to do for the cabin.
You've never dreamt of letting me down?
I think I probably dreamt of Tom forgetting the SD card. More like a nightmare.
Aaron's like, Dan, don't worry.
It's just a dream.
We got a spare SD card in the study.
Happen again.
Mary's like, was that the other Tom just getting the SD card dream? It's like, yes. Yes. And then I had to delete one of my sets. Just not fair. Like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah. That crowd work in Canberra could have gotten you out of Andrew Dice Gay.
No, I think, look, I'm locked in. I'm at the stage where I'm not trying to win the bet. I'm trying to think of good bits.
I think that's a healthy mindset.
I'm like, how can I nail this character?
Well, try dreaming on it, brother. you might come with some
You
stuff.
ice the camera on it's like down the lens. Try dreaming on it, brother.
You do eyes down the lens quite a bit, to be fair, Dan. No,
Hey.
Andrew. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, because I'm in the middle. I realized when I was on the edge, it's actually
Somewhere to-
quite an easy.
Somewhere to look.
Yeah, we're in the middle. I just swiveling the whole time, and I
Yeah.
got my legs moving. Now I'm noticing that. I hate that.
I don't want the middle. The middle. I'd
Your
say.
legs have been moving a bit on the clips.
Dude, they're going.
Jittery.
They're firing. I don't
You
know
got
why.
into that hammer? You got restless leg? I got restless leg.
Yeah, I'm usually like ADHD boy, but I think I've been working on it.
Maybe it's the chronic fatigue. Your legs are too tired to be restless. How's that going? Is it improved at all?
Nah, it's the same.
It's done.
No, I said it's the same.
Oh, it's the same.
It's the same. Yeah.
It's been like, what, over a year?
It's been like a year and a half, yeah.
Chronic fatigue.
Oh.
At this point, we're just trying to wait it out.
Wait out fatigue.
I could, yeah. Well,
Let's see who blinks first.
I think it is something that doctors have said. There's not really any major treatment for it. You just got to wait till it wears off, and sometimes it can take years.
Sure, it's like a doctor. It sounds
Yeah,
like
it was
the
a guy at
advice.
the pub.
Yeah, guy sitting next to you in a bar.
It was a guy at a pub. And it was some neurologist, but I got to do some more tests just in case it's something else. But I've just kind of gotten bored of it, to be honest.
Dude, one of the silver linings of ADHD. You get bored of your other medical conditions. You're like, what? I'm so distracted, dude.
Well, when you just get used to it, you're like, oh, this is just how I live now.
Yeah, you forgot what it's like to not have chronic fatigue.
Imagine when he gets his energy back.
Yeah,
I'm going to write another show.
Yeah.
yeah. Don't rush on the recovery then, I reckon. Take your time.
Hammer's in remission. What happened? He wrote a new minute. He's going on Kill Tony. One of the true kings.
Seen Hammo's show about chronic fatigue syndrome? It is slow.
It doesn't last the whole hour.
Showed up late.
I've tried a few bits about it. It's just not working.
Yeah, I think it'd be difficult to make chronic fatigue A, funny, B, interesting.
Yeah, as proof by this part of this podcast.
It's just like all the floggers being like, I think I get it.
Yeah,
I'm feeling pretty fatigued right now.
All right, well, we can talk about smells. You want to talk about smells?
I thought we were going to talk slightly more about the sandwich
sandwich
drop.
drop, sorry.
Fuck
Yeah, what
list.
smells? What smells?
I've got a smell list.
it. I got to smell. That's so funny. Dude, the bloody osmosis of it all. The other day I was thinking about, we should talk about smells more. We should be ranking some smells.
I sensed it. I woke up, I had a dream about it.
Your dreams and my thoughts. Oh man, I got Inception by Muggleton again. All right.
Also, I didn't like the fucking story on the Flog cabin about my sweat, my sweat growth.
that was great. Tom sent it to me, but like, can you imagine this? And I'm like, post it immediately.
I put it in Flog cabin. You didn't acknowledge it.
You fucking
And then I
dog.
shared it on the story, and then you didn't reshare.
I didn't
nothing.
reshare that.
Well, it's good gear.
Nah, well, but people liked it. People laughed at it.
Notice you're wearing black today.
Still showing up, still right there.
Yeah. Don't zoom in on my sweaty pits.
Man, if you want to do some video editing and take hold of that, be my guess.
I don't know how to edit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sandwich draft poll results, as they are here, we are going to post them on the Flogtron as well. We're going to post a poll on the Flogtron to see if anything changes. For the love of God, I hope it does. But for the general loser public, I had 20% of the vote, Hammer had 34% of the vote, and Tom had 46% of the vote. A clear victory.
Which was dominant, but also at the very beginning, I was running like 60, 65%. It was looking great.
Strong lead off the bat.
And then it just kept getting closer, and I was like, I don't want to lose this. But I think what's important is even if things do change late, what seems to be clear is Dan is going to lose. And that's the most important thing.
Lose and lose badly.
Badly.
Like
the Sydney Swans on grand final day.
no, it's not that bad, to be fair. Yeah, look, a real low point. I've obviously contemplated going gluten-free
Oh, yeah.
as a result of this poll.
As a penance?
Leaving the cabin entirely.
Oh, wow.
Just being like, fuck this podcast off. Hammer's right. Our listeners are limp dick losers.
There was one bloke who I saw commented that like the 3 best sandwiches he's ever had are all French dips, and I was like, that's ridiculous.
And most of the other comments were like, what the fuck is a French dip?
Yeah, I didn't realize the socioeconomic status of our listeners.
Every single one of our lists got criticized for being too hoity-toity at certain points.
Which is wild. You got a ham and cheese toasty. Where are you going to the canteen? Prison?
A few comments about Tom having like the sandwich list that was the most relatable to the common man.
For sure.
Which
Can I just
Bun
also...
me, bacon egg roll, ham and cheese toasty.
Yeah,
man.
but like all time, one of the comments was Hamo being like, Hamo's list reeks of drug money. It's like, he included a lamb roll. You can get that from the Cooler Bar Cafe at the Yass Services.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
also all those sandwiches you can get for like $15-$18.
Wild.
You know,
What do
what
they-
kind
what
of
do they
drug
think
money
drug-
do you need?
I think you're just getting taxed heaps.
I think
I'm going to one of those places that like sells the sandwich but also sells you drugs at the same time. Like I'll get the Cubano.
yeah.
$300, please.
Yeah, nice. I mean that. Yeah, look, it was rough. Like, it's ruined my morning.
A thing I noticed in the comments was our fans hate us so much. All the comments are like, look, no one hates Tom more than I do.
Every comment was qualified with hatred.
Yeah, it was like,
It's just like Tom clearly won, but Hamo is a fucking disgrace for this list.
Dan's a real cunt, but I do like a French dip.
Yeah, it's really funny how they embody the spirit of the cabin.
It is. It's just they've really picked up on the fact we only need to know how to speak to each other through insults.
Yeah.
And then the minute one of us pushes back on the insult, we get a sad message. We're like, look, I didn't mean to take it too far.
Look, lads, I just wanted to
I'm
fit
actually
in.
quite a big fan of the cabin.
I'm actually in recovery right now.
It's like when that guy sent in that email about how what a fucking loser you are, and then you clap back at him on the podcast, and he's like, "Oh, look, I didn't mean to hurt Dan's feelings. Like, didn't want to take it too far."
Yeah. I mean, I insist upon it. But that was funny. He's like, I've seen you live. You're the only one. You're the only flog for me. Dan, take me back. You can play the drinking game. You're not a boring cunt. It's over for us, Dom. Is it Dom?
Yeah.
Sick. Nailed it. Sorry, I did actually want to publish an official statement about the sandwich draft.
Here we go.
And then we can move on. And we will move on.
We will.
You won't ever fucking mention it again.
I'm sure. Who won?
It must sting for Dad. Like the biggest,
mustard!
the biggest.
So did you say mustard?
I should have got pastrami on right.
The biggest sandwich nerd of us all came last.
Yeah.
Well,
in the sandwich draft.
look, I think I can address all these concerns in the official
With your
statement.
Okay.
Because, I feel like if anything, I was burdened by my own knowledge of sandwiches.
What a weighty thing to carry around all the time, eh?
Yeah, fun you talking about weighty. All right, here we go. Firstly, I would like to congratulate my fellow flogs on a well-contested draft. You both did your research or got AI to do your research for you and came to the table with 5 sandwiches you thought were best. I'd also like to thank the floggers and floggettes for voting, but I can't because they're completely wrong. Tom's draft looks impressive. Getting both banh mi and panini is like Shaq and Kobe. Those are 2 black people, more than you've ever met in your life. 2 absolute superstars, championship pedigree, fair play. But the rest of his board is an abomination. A ham and cheese toasty, if you order that, and you better be 80 or on day release because that's some tuck shop DIY shit and it has no place in a professional sandwich establishment. If you want that flavor combo, it's a croque monsieur or croque madame, please. To be honest, I thought Hamo would be my only true competitor because the Philly cheesesteak and the steak sandwich are good gets. But it turns out the only support he got in the polls was after his Nepalese fan base blindly followed his orders after finishing work. Doing whatever a white guy says out of a misplaced sense of loyalty, surely they would have learnt their lesson the first time. But I digress. You disappointed me, floggers. You don't even know what a French dip is, so I'm not sure you're informed enough to vote in this election. If we did a Radiohead song draft, you'd probably vote for whoever chooses Creep. I got pretty much everything I wanted in the draft. You're wrong. Thanks for nothing. Margo. There you go.
All right. Well, that was a good investment in time to add that.
Look, what it lacked in humor made up for in duration, I think.
I actually like the bacon egg roll. I thought that was a great pick as well.
Thank you.
I actually thought Aidan Jones' point about how long it took for any of us to get to the panini was also a fair point.
Look, everyone had those concerns. Someone also said steak sandwich in the 3rd round, too late. I can see that point.
But I'm happy with the result.
Yeah.
I'll take a second place as long as I beat you, fuckhead.
Do you remember who won the Macca's draft, like by the polls? Was it Hammer?
Hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
that-
I
but that
was confused the other day because I thought you said that you were 2-0.
Yeah, I think
I
we're all
think
just
that was
claiming.
bragging.
We were claiming victory and everything.
That was a falsehood.
Okay.
What are we
Alright,
gonna
so
do
wait,
next?
so we're saying
Propagated.
I've won 1, Tom's won 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dan hasn't won anything.
And I'll probably have quit this stupid podcast by the time we do a 3rd fucking draft.
yeah.
Well, you can pick the next draft.
I picked
that's
that
good.
one.
Loser picking the. I think I suggested the sandwich draft. Thank you.
Okay.
So you can pick one.
You can pick one. You can pick
Yeah.
one you
It'll be
might
even
win.
more embarrassing when you lose it again.
No, I don't think I want to.
Okay. Sure.
I'm just going to throw the toys out of the pram. Fuck this. It's stupid. Do a fucking statement. You guys don't even laugh.
Yeah. Oh, that's on us, is it?
Yep.
I performed a whole fucking comedy show. No one even
Oh,
laughed.
because everything I laugh at on this podcast I think is funny. Grow up. Do your fucking job.
Now we're cooking.
What are we doing? We talking about smells?
I don't fucking know.
You want to talk about my smell list?
You can talk about whatever you want.
All right. Well, I was thinking the other day, when I've been in social settings, sometimes with friends, like male or female, have said to me, "Oh, you smell good," and I'll maybe ask about.
That's been said to you?
Yeah.
You don't look like you smell good.
No.
No, there could be a tone of surprise.
You doing stuff for your smell? You wearing some cologne? You wearing some
Yeah, rocking some cologne.
links? Links Africa?
Inks Africa and a little bit of spray. You know that VB cologne.
You got that?
Ah.
Of course you do. That was built for
I'm
you.
kidding. I know.
Yeah, if we did a cologne draft, the floggers would love that shit. Fucking low class animals.
But I was thinking of obviously there's scenarios where you could tell someone that they smell good. But then there's also
Yeah, okay. Well observed. How did that thought take?
but I was trying to write a list of like the times when you absolutely should not compliment someone on when they smell good.
Wow. Dude, this is deep stuff. Did you manage to crack that list out there?
Yeah, I've only got 4, but
Good on you, Tolstoy. Let's go.
all right.
What's 4 in Tolstoy?
Oh, no, it was just like, he's like, had
not
this
very
idea
long.
and he managed to get it out.
Oh, right, okay.
So here's some times when you shouldn't tell someone that they smell good. One is a very obvious one, is just like a stranger standing with their partner,
Okay.
But is this either gender? Doesn't matter?
either gender.
Yeah, okay.
I think you could compliment a dude.
I think you're going to do it.
Okay, so like the
He'd
opposite.
probably be like, thanks for the assist, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so like if you're a woman, you wouldn't tell a strange guy standing with their partner the guy smells good,
Yes.
or reverse.
What
right?
about 2 dudes? Pride Month.
A lady can definitely compliment a gay guy on smelling good. I don't think a guy could compliment a gay guy with his partner.
What about a lady complimenting a lesbian lady?
Oh, probably not.
I think so.
What?
I think chicks can compliment smells.
Okay.
I feel like
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't want to sound sexist on this one. I think chicks smell better than dudes.
I don't know
As in,
that-
like they're better at smelling.
What, both as a verb and an adjective.
Yeah.
That's a gay area. I don't know about.
Gay area.
That's a gay area, dude. The
don't
opinion
know.
differs.
I don't know the ins and outs. This is opposite sex complimenting someone with their partner.
Okay.
Is one which is fraught with
Peril.
yes
Danger.
Then here's another one. You've just played footy. You're in the sheds with the boys. And you can't compliment another teammate straight after that they smell good.
Pre or post shower?
Pre-shower, post-game, covered in sweat.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
But post shower, fine.
Post-shower, fine.
Yeah, I think
You're
so.
having beers after.
I don't think. Can you compliment anybody, especially men, on their natural odor? Like their like sweat-induced, exertion-based odor? I don't think so. I think that's weird.
I think you can.
Someone reeks. And you're like, you smell great.
I think you can compliment the lack of odor. Like if someone gets really, like if a dude gets really sweaty, but he doesn't smell bad, I think you can be like, oh man, good for you. Don't smell.
So you're complimenting someone on the lack of a smell.
Yeah, just like, man, you've been sweating out there all day, but you smell fine.
Yeah.
Good job.
That seems weird to me as well.
Well,
I mean, it's all weird.
Yeah.
All of this is
But you're
very
right.
weird.
Also, like if you're at the gym and a guy's just had a big workout and a pre-shower, and you're in there, and then you compliment them on their sweaty musk.
Yeah, their inherent smell. No. Okay.
Work colleague, just in the workplace, particularly if it's someone that you're not super familiar with.
Okay. Yeah.
What, just any work. You can't tell a work colleague they smell.
No,
good?
if it's someone that you're like your work wife or something like that, or
Your work wife?
Yeah, you never had a work wife.
I never had a job.
Okay, well, in like corporate settings, sometimes you'll have like a person of the opposite sex.
A woman assigned to you to like cook and clean and stuff.
Like a
someone
dowry. You got to give your
someone that you
1% of your salary.
Someone that you're super close to, and they end up being your work wife.
Well,
your
no
work
wonder
husband.
you're smelling them if you're super close.
I think in that situation, it's okay to compliment that person, but if it's a new hire, and you're
Yeah.
chatting with them, and you're like, oh, you smell good.
in the
You're
interview.
probably going to end up in HR.
Yeah. I thought like generally smelling people in the workplace would be frowned upon because you're too close. Then don't you want to keep a nice distance?
In the workplace?
Yeah,
No, you have friends at the workplace.
but like
You
just
with them all the time.
physically distant.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, but if someone smells good, you can smell from a meter away. You can smell them in social distancing.
What is the smell radius?
Smell radius is a good question. Is it more?
Thanks.
Are we saying what's a permissible smell radius?
No, but what is the radius of smell? How far does smell travel?
I think you got to be pretty like half a meter.
I think a certain amount of deodorant cologne can go like 1. I would say even 2 meters. Because some people fucking like Mary has made us leave a restaurant because of how much deodorant someone at another table was wearing.
How far into the meal were you?
But we just sat down.
Oh, you just sat down. You're like,
It was too
different
pungent.
restaurant.
Yeah, she was just like, I just can't.
Wow.
I think she's got quite a sensitive nose, but she was like, I just can't. Like, I can't sit here. It'll pollute the whole meal.
Should have a wider smell radius in the office then, okay?
She would.
Yeah.
What?
3 meters away. you smell good.
Yeah, she could compliment it. She has the texture.
Someone downstairs
Hey, you smell
smells
good.
great.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a point where you got to be close enough to them to compliment them without it sounding weird as well.
That's true. Because if you're not close enough to register the smell, they think it's a smell deception.
Yeah, how the fuck would you know?
Yeah.
If you're 10 meters away, be like, hey, Christian, you're smelling good today. Then they'll be like, what the fuck? How do you even know?
Yeah. Or like you're standing by their chair, but they're not near their chair. It's
Yeah.
like, you smell good, dude.
I've heard you
also-
smell great.
Also, you have to be front on. If you're standing behind someone and you're like, you smell good today.
How
Yeah,
did that feel?
How did that feel?
I don't think you should probably interact with anyone like that.
From behind? Yeah, I don't think that's
You
the
can't smell
smell.
from behind.
I don't think you should just talk to people from behind, except in a car. In a car's fine.
Yeah.
If I'm driving and you land up behind me like that, hey, you smell good. I'll be fine with it.
Okay.
Was there a fourth one? Was that all four?
There is a fourth
Yeah.
one. Someone else's child.
How young? Because babies smell good.
Yeah,
well, this
and
baby
Tom
smells
is
great.
someone else's child.
That's true.
He's
That's a
just
very
in
good
his
point.
30s.
I don't think you could be at like a 5-year-old's kid's birthday party and then like compliment a small child that isn't your child on how they smell.
I think if you met a small child who smelt really good, the shock of it would make you compliment the smell.
Are you complimenting the child or the parent?
Hey,
your
your kid smells good.
Your kid smells fantastic.
If I saw an adult dude compliment a small child that wasn't theirs on their smell, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't think you should compliment a child at all until they're like 18.
Sure, but
You
you
gotta
could be like,
grow into it, you
What
know?
about like that's a nice hat?
But you could say
that?
to a small girl,
Creates weakness.
you could say to a small
a
girl
female?
at a birthday party, like, you're looking pretty today, right? You could say something like that. But if you go,
What, you're going
and
to
you
reduce her to her looks at such a young age?
You can say you look pretty today, but if you go, oh, and you smell amazing, I'll be like, hold on,
Yeah, that's true.
too much.
And it's like, and you're really smart. All right, mate, what are you trying to do
But
here?
it depends. What are you complimenting a scent? Like she is wearing a perfume or something. In which case, I think you can. If someone's been gifted something, you're like, oh, what is that you're wearing? As opposed to like, you inherently smell good. I like the way you smell.
But the scent combines with you. That's a whole thing.
What is your signature scent?
Well, no. It's in like the way that the
interact.
smell interacts with your skin creates a unique odor.
Really?
Yeah, that's a thing. I learned that because like, you know, you put it on your wrist.
Yes.
And like some people do the little rub together like that
Yeah.
to get it across. It's like you shouldn't do that because that breaks the smell. You got to tap it.
There you go.
There you go.
So I could
This is why
combine-
my draft is unrelatable.
I could combine my cologne with my sweat and sell it as like eau de ham. I could like,
Eau de hamo?
Oh, damn.
Or do you prefer eau de ham?
What about hamo? And it's EAU.
I don't mind that.
okay. All right.
So pretty much what we can take away from this is you can't compliment strangers on how they smell. Was that more or less like work colleagues if you know them well enough?
Hey, it could be a guy in your footy team is someone you know, but I think
But you said not him.
Post shower is good.
Post shower.
Post shower. We agree
shower
with
is
post
fine.
shower.
Pre-shower, post-game.
Again, I think it's like because you're complimenting the purchase of a deodorant or a cologne, you're not complimenting someone's inherent smell.
I think it's just...
But that's I know what you're saying because that is essentially the compliment. But we take ownership of.
Sure, but it's like nice shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're not like if you say nice shirt, you're like, yeah, I'm a sick cunt for choosing it.
Yeah.
I'm a mad dog. But I feel like with this, yeah, I don't know.
Why?
I feel like I'm not accepting the compliment on behalf of the shirt.
But
I
if
feel like
someone's-
I'm accepting it for me.
Yeah, I think the same for the cologne.
Yeah.
You picked it.
Yeah,
You chose to wear this today. Good for you.
yeah.
But at certain times, if someone compliments you, you're like, why are you whiffing me?
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 Have you ever said that sentence before right now?
The new show on Channel 7.
you whiffing
Andrew
me?
Hamilton presents. Why are you whiffing me?
Hosted by Dave Hughes. We got the masked whiffer. Who are these celebrities? And
Based on what they smell like.
yeah, you can't see their face.
That's a hit
Based
show.
on the smell alone.
That's a hit show.
Oh, God, it's Kenny again. He stinks like shit.
What he's doing in character?
Yeah.
It's not Glenn. What's his name?
I don't know. Shane Jacobson.
Jacobson.
There we go.
I'd watch that show.
Yeah.
You watch the masked whiffer?
It's better than half
But is the whiffer masked or is the smelly masked?
The smeller.
That's the whiffer,
Yeah, that's the whiffer. The whiffer has to be masked.
not the whiffy.
No, the whiffer.
Why are
the
you
person
closing
doing
your
the
eyes?
smelling.
I'm trying to picture this game.
Hammer needs to concentrate.
The whiffer, the whiffer has to have the eyes closed. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's interesting because the in this one, in the Masked Singer, the judges don't sing, but in the Masked Whiffer, presumably the judges would whiff.
The judges would whip. That was a tongue twister for a second.
The judges would whiff.
Yeah.
But then surely you just have the celebrities in some kind of disguise and the judges can see with their eyes. So then they can be like, oi, the one dressed as Bugs Bunny is actually Dave Hughes wearing Eau de Toilette.
Imagine trying to pitch the show to a TV. I was like, okay, here's the pitch. I get to smell celebrities. Starting with Sophie Monk.
They're dressed up as something weird.
And they've just exercised. They're sweaty.
Yeah.
They're sweaty, but they've got cologne on.
Yeah, we could get them when they're coming off. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Just whiff them before they get on the plane.
Hit show.
There's a hit show.
Hit our DMs. Endemol Shine.
Yeah, working dog. Get stuck in, guys. This is a hot concept.
Yeah. And you know who smells great? Working dogs. I mean,
Ooh.
smells a verb, not smelling.
Yes.
All right, the smell list was middling, but
Look, got more laughs than my fucking official response. So, you know, work on it.
we can try to get next week.
Come back every week with a different official response to the draft. I wouldn't mind. It's a series of concession speeches.
Workshopped it.
Yeah.
Workshopped it with my team.
Came back.
Should we do a pilot ad?
Let's do it.
I've written a pilot ad this week for Daniel Muggleton.
Great. I'm sure reading this will go well.
There it is, Daniel.
This podcast brought to you by Pilot Men's Health. Every week, an ad is written for one of us by another person. Tom wrote one for me. Here we go.
Is it going to be related to the sandwich draft?
Who could say? Who could possibly say?
Hey there, floggers. Daniel Muggleton here, undisputed loser of the 2025 Flog Cabin Sandwich Draft. The suspense must have killed you there, Hammer. It's official. I know nothing about sandwiches, which is particularly embarrassing because I have spent 5 years on Instagram making sandwiches my whole thing. What an enormous fuckhead I am. But I have an excuse. In last week's sandwich draft, my head was just not in the game because I have focused on a different problem. Chronic erectile dysfunction, CED. How am I supposed to think about a delicious footlong when all I can serve up is a disappointing 3 inches? I thought you said I couldn't get hard. All right. Po' boy. More like, oh boy, my cock is not working.
I knew Hammer would like that.
Yeah. And after having embarrassed myself in front of the entire Flogiverse, I decided to finally do something about it. That's why I got onto Pilot. Thanks to Pilot's ED treatment, I can finally stop thinking about my flaccid manhood and recognize that fried chicken and chicken schnitzel are 2 completely separate things. Thanks, Pilot. Go to pilot.com.au and get yours today. Use code FLOGGERS20 for $20 off your first order. Pilot. Hard made easy.
I tell you what, you should have got Tom to write your official statement for you. Some good laughs in there.
See, maybe if you'd had a nightmare about how shit your statement would have been, you'd have put a bit more effort into it.
18 minutes left. Make them count. Go on. What do you guys want to talk about then? You fucking lead something.
You pitched a set piece idea.
Nope.
You've written some stuff for, I imagine.
Nope. Fuck it. Nope. Nope.
Any other things you want to smell, Hammer?
Smells like loser.
Got him.
This podcast really falls apart when Dan Muggleton won't engage. We need you. Dan, you're 50% of the word count on this podcast. Oh, no.
You see what happens?
Dan, you wanted to talk about Elon Musk?
Oh, did I?
Talking about smells?
Did I?
The Musk?
Musk. Oh, no. Segway Sitch.
The manly
Remember?
Musk.
We have to use the same words over and over again to create continuity. Yeah, I thought the Elon Musk Donald Trump divorce was very fun. Have you been following?
Yeah, I have.
Is it still going? Is it still playing out?
Yeah, I think there was some more. I think like the kind of just crazily immature tweet off has ended, which was awesome.
It's coming back for sure. It's not over.
Well, apparently they've both deleted some stuff.
Oh, really?
But there's been Trump's made a couple of official statements, like to the press or whatever. Not just on. Is anyone on Blue Sky Social? Like people said, like this happened on Blue Sky Social, and I refuse to believe that exists.
What is? No, that's not. What was Trump's social media thing that he started?
Oh, it's not that, is it?
No,
It's
Blue Sky was
Truth.
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 Truth Social?
Truth Social.
Truth
That rings a
Social?
bell.
Which is wild as a title, but yeah, I think he was making statements on there because he's banned from Twitter.
No, because Elon brought him back
Oh.
when he bought Twitter. It was one of his big things. So he was on Twitter. They were going back and forth on Twitter, I believe.
Oh, was that where it was all
X.
happening? On
I thought
X?
so.
You can't. Does anyone call it X? It's just like calling
still
Mos
Twitter,
Def Yassine Bey. It just seems wrong.
So what? Musk was only meant to be involved in the Trump administration for like a certain amount of time anyway, right?
Is that right?
And that's come to an end.
As
and
a
now he's-
Doge?
and so that's come to an end. And
The
so
Department of Government Efficiency. He had a 3-month contract.
yeah, so that's
So
finished.
there you've got the tweet that says "Thank you, Elon" on the 31st of May.
Yeah.
So that was that pre-breakup? This must have been pre-breakup.
Pre-breakup, yeah.
Right.
He hasn't. I think they must have both deleted some stuff because there's nothing from Trump on X since
X-
6 days ago.
X is weird now because I don't know unless it's a setting that I have, but I don't know if it's always in. Is it
Chronological?
in chronological order still?
I mean, it seems to be.
Oh, okay.
Definitely seems to be. But yeah, so the contract ended. Trump didn't renew, and then he brought in his big, beautiful bill,
Yes.
which was the spending bill for the government, which Elon roundly criticized because basically he was brought in Department of Government Efficiency to lower government spending to cut the fat essentially, and then he's brought in this big beautiful bill, and Elon's like, "What the fuck is this? This is spending more money."
He called it an abomination.
An abomination. Yes, they shortened the bill to the OBBB, which I kind of like.
Big beautiful bill.
Yep, big beautiful
Nice.
bill.
Like that.
So he's brought that in, and Elon Musk criticized it, and then they've kind of had a little back and forth, and now it's a bit silent on the Western Front for now. But yeah, it was good because what Elon said, the reason that Trump hasn't released the Epstein files is because he's in them.
See, I was confused about this, like, because there's so many photos of Trump with Epstein.
Yes.
So are we surprised by this? Is this really a?
Well, I think a lot of
Bombshell?
celebrities have like been photographed with Epstein, but not necessarily have visited the island. Like there's like flight logs and stuff like that,
Yes.
you know? And I think that was kind of, because remember the Stephen Hawking thing came out at some point this year? Or
What is
late
the
last
takeaway
year?
from that? Is Hawking getting?
Yeah, he fucks. I think that's the takeaway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it medically possible?
For him to fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
God, he
With
must.
Pilot.
Can
Maybe.
you imagine? Stephen Hawking was on Pilot.
Dude, be a great ad.
Be a great ad.
Don't they like some
make
of
that
them when they're like at Hawking's level of disability, they just get like they have sex like or they have kinky just stuff with their ears. You know, it's like they have sex workers just caress their ears and they get off on that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the first I'm hearing of it.
It's
Yeah.
like, when a cock doesn't work, there's like other places that become more erogenous.
It's
And-
ears.
I think so.
So is that like when you go blind and you get a better sense of smell? Your cock doesn't work, all the blood rushes to your ears?
I think so. So I'm not sure if he's with
Hawking
he's-
with rock hard lobes. After popping a Pilot, it's like, oh.
So yeah, I don't know if the cock is working or not, but he may be getting some lobe action.
Some lobes.
Some red hot lobe action. Lube up my lobes.
Yeah.
Spit in my ear.
So I'm just like trying to figure out if lobe job works as a
Lobe
word.
job?
It's deeply confusing as a term. Give me a lobe job.
Give me a sticky hot lobe.
Yeah, nice. Well, look. Apart from that, a completely unverifiable thing. Are you asking Chat GPT that?
If Stephen Hawking could fuck.
I really hope Chat GPT at some point is like, dude, fucking just
Stephen Hawking is a close friend of mine.
just don't ask. Yeah, we got the same dad.
How much kept on? It was good.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's actually his ears got tickled too much by a sex worker. That's why he can't hear out of one of them.
Deeper.
He blew a lobe right in there. That's why he struggles to hear now. But yeah, so there was that accusation by Elon Musk. Do you have like memories of the barbs?
Sorry, just very quickly. Hawking retained full mental faculties and could experience sexual desire. He was married twice and had 3 children, all born after his diagnosis. So while his condition required assistance with many aspects of daily life, it didn't prevent intimacy or relationships.
Right.
And then this is what ChatGPT said. It is a good reminder that disability and sexuality aren't mutually exclusive. Just fucking give me a little passive-aggressive shaming at the end of that.
No, I like ChatGPT being like, oi, if you see a disabled person, you should want to fuck them. Like, stop being a bigot and get in there.
So
It's an
is that-
ambulance
those
toilet.
lobes.
Yeah, ambulance
Let's-
toilet for a reason.
Well, that's not necessarily saying that like his cock's getting hard and he's jizzing out of it. They could just like extract sperm from the balls to father the children.
Correct.
Yeah,
You're really digging in your heels on this lobe theory.
I think it's not saying that the lobe action is not accurate.
It's not. You're right. ChatGPT didn't
Ask it about the
exclusively
lobes.
refute. What? Like, can people experience what? Reach orgasm through pure lobe play? Okay. This is Hammer. This is a weird hill for you to die on.
I'm not dying on it. I'm just saying I'm not convinced that he's getting rock hard downstairs.
Well, we'll never know, unfortunately.
We'll never know.
ChatGPT just shut down
Well, I
as a result of asking that question? Or did you not want your ChatGPT to know you're a naughty boy?
So, okay, this is what people with spinal cord injuries have reported experiencing excuse me, great pleasure from stimulation areas like the arms, earlobe, neck, cheek, and nipple. So much so that it can even lead to orgasm.
There we go.
Hammer.
Lobe action.
What? Who knew? Hammer knew.
It's the only way he
There
can
you
get
go.
off after his fight with
See?
Bryce.
I'm an
He's too
ally.
injured.
I'm an
I think
ally.
he's just tweaking those ears. And you come in hot loads.
People report that their ears and the back of their necks and the nipples are so sensitive, it's crazy off the scale sensitive, that if stimulated, they can orgasm. There you go.
Dude, I feel like the back of my neck has been orphaned throughout my entire sexual history.
I've never seen on like a sex worker's menu, like, how much for
The menu? How much for scan the QR code for the menu. Powered by Shopify.
how much for a lobe job?
I think that's, you got a bargain. That's ordering off menu.
It's on market price.
Yeah, you gotta talk to Ed Gamble and James Acaster to get that. Papadums or bread?
Papadums or head?
Depends on the size of the ear.
What is high? Is bigger ears cheaper or more expensive?
A BBL, a big beautiful lobe?
I think bigger ear is more expensive. Sure.
You think so?
There's more
No,
more area to
so much
work.
precision
Bigger
with a
cock,
small lobe.
bigger cock isn't more expensive.
Too much.
Isn't it?
I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, it's never come up for me.
Put it on the scale.
Thumb off, thumb off.
That's so funny. They weigh it like it's groceries. Yeah, so
The specific barbs that I remember between Trusk and Mump, Trump and Musk, there was the Musk was saying that Trump would never have won the election without his assistance. That was a big thing.
and people were like, that means he rigged it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it could just be a political donation thing.
And then what was it? There was another big one. Oh, and the Epstein files was the big one, right? I don't remember what Trump said about Musk.
It is, I don't know, he's like never going to get hired again or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Truck was on record calling Cybertrucks gay.
Yeah. Well,
that's it. I mean, what's the fertile ground for either of them? I think Trump would either shit on Tesla or does Musk do weed? Does he smoke weed?
he smoked on the Joe Rogan podcast. Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Looked like a goddamn cop doing it.
Yeah, you did a bit.
he did, didn't he? Did not look comfortable at all. But yeah, I don't know. Saying that he's like either burnt out, he's erratic, he's a druggo, seems like the kind of things that Trump would have an easy soundbite on.
I like that they really zeroed in on ketamine for Musk recently.
That seems to be the talking point, isn't it? It is ketamine. That's his thing.
Yeah, they're like, dude, his horse tranquiled the fuck up. He's in the hole, brother.
I've seen a lot of people talk about Musk being drugged up on just national media, which makes me think the fact that no one's even worried about getting sued by him must just be a sure thing, right? Surely.
Well, I guess what if you're accusing him of being on drugs, he would have to disprove that he was on drugs.
Does
Which
he?
you mean like a blood test?
I don't think so, because you can't just make allegations about whoever you want and then it's on them to disprove it.
Well, the ultimate defense against any of that stuff is truth, like libel or slander.
Right.
It's like if you're telling the truth, then you can't be prosecuted.
Right. But surely it's who. Oh,
But
man.
if someone
burden
says
of proof is
if
there?
someone says you're a druggo on
Well,
cat,
he's making the claim.
Right.
Like he's the plaintiff.
Okay.
So
if
I
someone
guess
says you're, if someone
it's his
says you're a
burden of proof.
druggo on cat, you don't have to do a blood test to be proven. You have to be like, hold on, you've got to prove that I do it, don't you?
I don't know. Actually, I genuinely don't know because it'd be him making the claim, and generally the burden of proof is on the plaintiff. Oh, but I think maybe they just have to prove that it was causing him harm. Like,
Okay.
it's like causing him to lose business or money or lose his standing in the community. Like that's the thing they'd have to prove, and then the defendant would have to be like, no, it is true. He is on drugs, and look at this photo of him hanging out with horses, scratching, looking very excited.
Looking for a fix.
But yeah, I thought maybe in the cab we could have some fun with the next allegations in this slinging match.
Yeah.
Like what we could bring to the table.
Yep, sure.
And what have you guys thought?
I prepared something. Hammer, did you prepare anything?
I've got a couple.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I had them as just ideas.
Yeah, I mean that's what kind of what we're working in here. You don't actually have to tweet it.
Well, I mean, I had for Trump talking about here that I thought maybe we'll take the higher road and just like talk about Musk just being burned out or something like that. That was slightly compassionate. Or there was the drug reference that he's a drug addict, or that he's a deadbeat dad, or he's got too many kids.
Okay.
See, I had that go in the
family.
I had that going the other way. I had Musk claiming that Trump has illegitimate children, and or some of his children were fathered by other men.
Oh, that's good.
Like
Yeah.
Baron Corbin is actually the son of, I don't know who else, Bill Clinton?
Who's like a really tall white guy? Kane? The Undertaker?
Tall white guy's just going to go to professional wrestling?
Well, look, Chet Holmgren in basketball, but you guys won't get that reference.
No, you're right. I'm much more comfortable in Kane and
I
Undertaker.
know. And that would be awesome.
To be a brother of destruction?
Well, because Trump was involved in the wrestling.
Yeah.
Who's to say he's bringing Melania backstage? You know, it's just like she's giving him the last ride. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of a bit of fun.
That's good.
So you think that's a good one? I like the illegitimate children angle.
Yeah.
I was thinking about kind of plays like things that might happen next, not
Okay.
necessarily accusations. And I was like, check this out. Elon Musk pivots out of American elections. He does what all South African people do at times of crisis and moves to Australia.
Oh.
He personally bankrolls and runs the social media for the Trumpeter Patriots Party.
Oh, okay.
They have another crack. He's trying to install Clive Palmer as Prime Minister in Australia in order to take over the natural resources that we have in terms of like nickel and lithium, which he then needs to build Teslas in the future.
Imagine going from Trump to Clive Palmer.
Isn't that sick?
He's so sad.
That is
He's
a
such
very.
fall from grace.
It sounds like a very supervillain arc.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
I
he's
don't hate
much
it.
more likely to get behind Dutton, right? Rebuild the Liberal Party from the inside out.
I guess. I don't know.
That's funny for sure. What are we doing on this podcast? What's this about?
Well, apparently I do less funny. So, you know,
sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't think of that.
I'm taking your lead, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Elon implying a nuclear threat of Trump being in power is like possible, or also just shitting on Trump coin.
Okay. Oh, like he actively devalues Trump coin.
Yeah. See that.
That's not bad. Like he does like his own crypto play to bury it.
Is it possible for a private citizen to have access to nuclear power? Like, could Musk build himself a reactor and start to build weapons?
I mean, he has the resources to do it, but I don't. No, you're not allowed to.
I think you could.
That's
What would stop you building a nuclear reactor? Like you'd have to get approval.
I guess maybe having ownership of uranium or whatever. Maybe only.
Well, because you can have that, but it's just in order to weaponize it. Like,
Okay.
What's the term? You got to enrich it. You got to
Okay.
enrich the uranium in order to make it into a weapon. And that's the
okay.
thing. Like we have a nuclear reactor in Australia. Like we've got a few, I think. But like we don't know how to enrich uranium. Like we don't have that ability.
But wasn't there a kid recently who got arrested in Australia who like had tiny bits of all of the elements, and then he ordered uranium from like overseas, and it came, and then like the AFP like surrounded his house because they thought it was like an act of domestic terrorism.
And was that what he was going to do?
And it was just autistic.
He was just collecting it.
yeah, whatever.
He was like my one final piece of the puzzle.
The periodic table, fellas. It's on the wall. Look.
Yeah. He's watching all of his friends watch Avengers. He's like, you guys think Thanos is sick? Fuck you guys. I'm collecting the real elements.
Look at my element glove.
Yeah, he ordered like a tiny bit, and then like the feds raided his house.
Dude, the idea of us having feds still makes me giggle a little bit.
Feds.
Oh, fuck, it's the feds. It's the AFP.
Yeah. You don't think the feds having a St. George Dragons tattooed?
Yeah, I really, the nuclear thing's interesting. Like Musk creating his own nuclear power plant and therefore trying to enrich uranium.
Secretly underground. Totally see it.
That's to be underground in a
Yeah.
lair. Yeah.
In a lair. He for sure has a lair. Elon Musk 100% has a lair.
I think he's got multiple.
Yeah. He's got so many kids.
Where do I go today?
More than one lair.
Meet me at lair 9.
Yeah, you got you got your beach lair,
Yeah.
then your lake lair, then
Yeah.
your winter lair.
You can so imagine Musk having a superhero identity that he's just too nervous to bring out to the world. You know, he's got like a suit set up in a basement somewhere. He's like, not today. Today's not the day. Building towards it. What would a South African superhero be?
Springboks outfit.
He hops everywhere.
Springboks outlet. He hits people with a vuvuzela.
Technically 50% of the attention.
Yeah, sorry, Wayne. The best thing is in blackface.
Yeah.
He'll never find my real identity now. I'm the South African superhero. That's absolutely it.
His henchmen have to be 50% black, 50% white.
Absolutely. That's a quota. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Did you have more?
What else did I have? I think we already kind of closed, Trump calling EVs gay.
Yep.
They were all for pussies or something. I thought Trump might take ownership for the black eye. Musk's got that black eye he's rocking.
Oh, that's good.
I thought he might take ownership of that. But
Yeah, I really like that.
Mm.
That he's just like,
Had to
we
teach
had a
him a
fight.
lesson.
I beat him.
Yeah. By huge hands.
Yeah.
Leave him up.
I threw a punch. Everyone's like, what a great punch.
I've never seen a punch that big.
Yeah.
I haven't
Wow,
seen the
big
black
punch.
eye.
Have you seen the black eye? Elon's mucking a black eye. He reckons his child did it. And his kid's like 6.
Yeah, real weird. It's just like we're wrestling and it was like punch. I was like, punch me in the eye. And he did. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like good. I don't remember my dad doing that. Wait, hit me in the eye.
Yeah. Yeah. But he does have like 13 kids. You gotta try something with each of them, I guess.
You gotta remember which one's
Haven't
which.
done this yet.
It's like that punch bag skill tester thing, but he just uses his face. Whoever punches me in the eye the strongest, they are my successor.
Do you think we should do the punch bag skill testing, the 3 of us?
Do I need to lose another thing?
I hope so.
Ugh. I had another. Oh yeah, all right. I had another Trump Elon thing,
Yep.
and I think Elon's the one who comes out with it, and it's that I think Elon is like, yes, Trump and I had a threesome.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
With?
I don't know. I don't know who he had the threesome with.
Okay. So it's not Melania?
Kamala Harris.
Ooh. Nah, it's too much.
Too much.
I think that's too crazy, Tom.
I'm sorry.
They can't all be fucking.
It's not Trump Sakaka fucked his wife with him. It's something else.
I think, yeah, it's like something weird, like someone who like turns out to be like a double agent Russian spy. Maria Sharapova.
Oh, well, we're back on the piss tapes thing now. That's what I had, that Musk has the piss tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
100%.
I like the threesome thing a lot. I reckon it would be with someone like Candace Owens. It'd be some right-wing sort of representative.
I just like the idea that it creates some kind of like political vulnerability. You know, like it's not like within the party. It's like, this is crazy. We had this like threesome.
Yeah.
And like Trump recorded the whole thing or whatever. He like all of Trump's compromat is him having threesomes with people.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he does have a huge cock.
What if Elon cucked Trump?
Ooh.
Trump watched
Wow. In the cuck chair.
in a Tesla.
Cuck chair by Trump.
It's like gold. It's got his name on it.
Yeah. Absolutely. It says Trump on it. And he's just there jerking it.
I think, releasing the tapes worked for Kim Kardashian. I think if they did have a threesome tape, like get that out there. I think it could be good.
What, you reckon Trump would get a 3rd term?
Dude, he works well in threes. Look at the tape. You need to give him a 3rd term.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like any of those are fun. All right, absolute curveball. Elon Musk reveals like the presidential secret. Because remember, he's had access to kind of everything.
Yeah.
Like for 3 months. Like that's part of this Doge agency thing. He reveals that America actually never went to the moon.
Oh.
It was all a hoax. It was all a Cold War move. But Elon Musk, will actually send people to the moon.
And be
like
the first
now.
person.
Oh, he's going to be the guy.
He's going to be the first.
Oh, he's going to be the
Neil
guy.
Armstrong was never the first. They lied to you. I can prove it. I'm going to be the first.
Yeah, and I'm going to go there and there's going to be no flag.
Yep.
What do you reckon?
I like it.
He live streams the whole thing on X.
And he's going to plant like a flag with Pepe the Frog on it or something.
Oh, yeah, just the Doge.
Yeah.
Like the Doge flag.
meme?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Doge meme flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
You like that? Mm-hmm. Musk goes to space, is the first human being to ever reach the moon. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we had some luck with the Donald Trump predictions for when he became president? Remember, I had the crypto.
Oh yeah.
Him releasing his own
Crypto scam.
coin. It was a halfway because I said he was going to do federally backed crypto. But hey, 3 more years,
Still time.
plenty of time.
3 more years. Stop chanting that.
Well, I've said enough. You think one of them's got a hit?
Does anyone want to have? We'll pick the most likely. Let's just go the most likely. Some have been very fun.
Yeah.
But I think most likely.
So what did we have? We had threesome. We had illegitimate children. We had calling EVs gay. We had, was that it?
Shitting on Trump coin.
Supervillain.
And pivoting to Australia to influence our elections.
Yeah, I don't think he'd go Australia. Didn't he? He's already tried this. Didn't he try to do it in the UK or something? He's trying to
I don't know.
rinse and repeat in other places.
I'm kind of going with Tom's idea. I think the Trump isn't the father of Baron, and it is in fact the wrestler, The Undertaker.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The most likely.
And Barry comes out wearing one of those hats and doing
But
the
he
face
looks-
thing with the eyes.
No, he's about to give a speech and you hear the ding, just the bell.
I'd love to see Trump come out surrounded by druids.
Man, I reckon we're like 3 months away. We're so close to America officially becoming pagan.
Pagan?
Going back to the pagan religion.
Yeah.
It's heaps of guards. I'm one of the guards. There's heaps of good guards. Yep. Hamo, do you have a? If you had to choose your fighter, do you have a favorite? A front runner?
Yeah, I think Trump shitting on EV just seems so likely to happen. Or what I said, Elon shitting on Trump coin just seems like they're safe bets.
Okay.
I think Musk announcing some shameful American secret. Not anything that is going to, upset geopolitics right now, but something in their past. I could see that. Like I saw the tapes. I know what happened.
Oh, like JFK or
Like
something.
JFK or the moon landing.
We
something like that.
assassinated him.
Yeah.
That was us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
that was you guys. In South Africa, nothing bad was going on then at the time. We were all very above board.
Yeah.
None of our white leaders got shot.
Yeah. All right. I dig that. I like the moon landing one would be my favorite.
Especially if then he's going to be the first guy. I like that.
Dude, it'd be such good narrative. Really fun.
Great arc. Great arc for Musk.
Yeah.
See, this is my question, because there was a period of time where Elon Musk was this kind of white savior thing, right? Where it's like, he's going to fix global warming, everything's going to be good, it's all going to be fine. And now he's taken this real villain turn. He's constantly on drugs, he's totally untrustworthy, he's going to kill us all. Do you think there's a redemption arc for Elon Musk? Is that coming? Or is it all downhill from here?
Do you reckon Elon Musk is going to turn it around in terms of public perception? Well, the one thing that like Trump has come out and said is if Elon backs the Democrats now, like if he like turns on Trump and the Republicans in the next midterms, like there'll be like very serious circumstances like that. Very serious consequences. There we go. We found it. And I think that's pretty real.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's a bullshit threat.
I don't think the Democrats want him. I think he's tainted.
But this is the way he could come back. I mean, like on his surface, like with the EV thing and like where efficiency and all that kind of stuff, the Democrats should like it.
Yeah.
Really. But he's a bit of a cunt.
I think he's too far gone.
Too far gone?
He's too rich. He's too addicted to stuff. It's just no one's going to pull him back from this.
No redemption arc?
No.
Not even if he starts appearing on Dave Chappelle's arena shows again? Remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
That's where this guy started. Just like
Yeah.
turned like, bring out richest man in the world, Elon Musk. And he just always says, I'm rich, bitch. And then he does that.
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone boos. And it's
Horrifying.
like, that's how it all started.
That's right.
If everyone just cheered, things might be different.
Man, could have been.
Baron might meet his real dad.
No, I think it's not a Marvel movie. I think there is a way to come back. He's got so much money. All he has to do is like get a couple of PR wins with a little bit of altruism, and then people will be like, "Oh, he's not so bad."
Well, I can't think of any examples of a drug addict coming good.
He's like meeting up with Mike Tyson. Mike, how do I turn this thing around? Yeah. How much money does he need to donate for everyone to just forget? How many billion?
Yeah,
For people to just be like, he's a good guy.
double-digit bill, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah,
10 bill?
10 bill plus.
Nah,
10 bill
I
plus.
reckon one is a nice round number.
Nah, because he'll say 1 bill and everyone goes, he's worth 350 bill. No one cares.
Yeah.
I think he needs more.
Nah, I think $1 billion still.
To what though? What cause for $1 billion is getting you back on board?
World hunger.
But we cured that, didn't we?
I think it's still
I think it's
around a little
there's
bit.
people that are still hungry somewhere.
You're thinking about yourself, aren't you?
I'm hungry.
We're an hour into the podcast. You're like, I think some people are still hungry. I think I'd like some food. Yeah, I reckon if he goes 10 billion towards legal aid in America, specifically fighting immigration and deportations. Deportion?
Deportion?
It's a really serious abortion. It is one of the most harrowing abortions possible.
When they fire the fetus over the border.
Yeah, this kid is not in this country anymore, let alone not in your uterus. It's a deportion. It's crazy. It's gone. It's out.
Oh, well.
Jesus Christ, that's a tough grab.
Found the episode name real late, huh?
No.
Deportion? I think so.
Actually,
that's heaps.
anti-abortion.
You're anti-deportion?
I'm anti-abortion.
I'm pro living life in the country. Wait, I don't even know how that works. What is it? Whatever. You know what I mean, right? It's like it's
What's
the
so
child is
pro-life is the
living but
opposite?
also can't move.
Oh, okay.
I'm just pro uterus. Just stay in there permanently. You're never leaving. You're gonna stay where you're at. Don't even worry about the papers. All right. Well, look, that brought us to a bizarre close.
Yes, yeah.
But we should jump across to the Patreon where I've got a small segment.
Oh, wow.
Small segment.
Small
How
segment.
Oh, 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh, great.
Pretty small.
Yep. But with pilot,
Can we talk about?
we can hit 5.
Can we talk about what the small segment is?
No,
No?
no. Bit of secrecy.
Not even going to hint at it.
Because we want to tell the floggers. Well, I mean, I don't want to tell them fucking anything after what happened in the poll. You guys tell them.
Okay.
All right. We're doing a flog drive. Is that what we're talking about?
We're talking about the flog drive, but we're also talking about on Mondays you can get more cabin. Because I think some of them don't understand how the Patreon works.
Get more cabin
How does the
every
Patreon
Monday.
work?
Well, you sign up and you get more cabin every single Monday.
30 to 40 minutes of exclusive cabin.
Yeah.
Only exists behind the paywall. Can't get it
Uncensored
anywhere else.
cabin.
Well,
If you want to see us perform a deportion live, there's only one place to catch it, and that is on the Flog Treon.
I'm trying to work out how a deportion works.
Just stop it. Just don't, it's not a real thing.
would
Don't
it
make it real.
Is it like a woman is on her back on the border and her legs are on the Mexico side?
Jesus Christ. Go on.
Why does it have to be Mexico?
Or Canada. It can be Canada.
Oh, God. Man, we got to unanchor this baby. We're going to do that immediately.
So anyway, sign up for the Patreon or whatever.
Yeah, if you'd like us to really get into the mechanics of a deportion, the Patreon is for you. But yeah, there's another episode every Monday, and it's what $9?
It's $9 a month. Every episode ends up being what, like $2.50?
Yes, because you get 4 of them.
You have 4 of them minimum, if not 5.
Sometimes
That's
5.
5.
That's value.
Yep.
Value for money every
join
Monday
us
on
on
the
the Flog Treon. It's in the link tree, the Flog Cabin link tree, and also the description of every single episode.
Or just Google Flog Cabin Patreon. You'll
You can
find
do
it.
that. And when this comes out, Hammer, you'll be in New Zealand.
I will. Kia ora.
Wow. he knows his shit.
Downloads Duolingo for 1 minute. I think I pretty much cracked it.
Didn't get past the welcome screen.
Kia ora. There we go.
Kia ora.
That's
Yeah.
all you need to know.
Where can they see you?
I'll be everywhere. I'll be in Hamilton, Auckland, Tauranga, I said Hamilton, but it's actually 5 minutes out of town in a place called Whatawhata.
Okay.
When are you going to be in WA?
Before
or after?
Shut up, Tom. When? I'm going to do New Zealand for a week, then I'm doing regional Victoria, the shithole towns.
Of regional Victoria. And what dates might they be?
They're whatever is the week after you're listening to this.
Coming to your local shithole.
You can look it up. And then I'm going to WA. I'm doing a few shows I'm doing a show in Bunbury and somewhere.
Fuck.
To be revealed.
All of
Any
Hammer's
day
tour
now.
dates are in the
With
description of
Nikki.
the podcast.
God, imagine being so
The-
confident about selling tickets. You don't even feel the need to plug them properly.
Yeah, this is
They're
how we do
going to
it.
sell out. Who gives a fuck? If you want to come, you'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right.
So I got shows in New Zealand as well. Wellington, Christchurch, Auckland, in that order. I think it's Wellington on the 24th of June, and then Christchurch on the 3rd, and Auckland on the 5th of July. So 2 in July as well. So come catch me in New Zealand.
Nice. I have no shows.
Great.
But no shows.
No shows.
is abstained from doing shows.
Put some shows on.
Dude, you need an agent, right? Hammo's right here.
Oh, yeah,
What,
great.
put some shows on you, dog.
I think you should put more shows on.
Yeah. So anyway, after we've petered this thing out beautifully, you should stay flogged up.
Check the dodgems.
Bye.